Hey guys, it's me, Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. How are you doing today? Today we're going to talk about our favorite subject, which is sales. All right. We got a cool cut subject for ourselves today, so let's go ahead and dive right on into it. What is our cool topic for today? Our cool topic for today is selling. Okay? If you're tired of selling, stop selling. What did he say? I said selling. If you're tired of selling, stop selling. Now you're probably looking at this going, what the hell is this guy talking about? Well, I'm going to tell you what, guys. I've been in sales a long time. And a lot of times when you're in sales, you can sell yourself right out of an opportunity, right out of a sell. And I'm not going to complain, but I've done it before. So what I like to do on this platform is I like to share the good, the bad, the ugly, and the warts and all the things that as salespeople we go through on a daily basis. Like I said, a lot of these great people are out here talking about how everything is just perfect in the world of sales. Well, it is, but it's also complicated, tough, hard, and more than that, all the above and more. And our simple job today is just to have a basic conversation about selling. If you're tired of selling, stop selling. And see, here's the thing. You know, when I first got into sales, it's like you don't know the basics and the fundamentals. You haven't been online. You haven't been doing a lot of research about how to sell. You probably don't have an inkling, how to ask some basic questions. But, when you're out here looking for information about how to be a more successful salesperson, I hope you'll go ahead and subscribe, because I literally have hundreds and hundreds of videos on all topics that got to do with selling. Also, my podcast, I'm doing podcasts. So when you're hearing both of these, if I say squirrel, don't go look for it, squirrel. Because like I said, we're doing podcasts now too. And our topic for today is selling. If you're tired of selling, stop selling. And what do I mean by that? First off, selling's tough enough. And we go through some good days, some great days. And some days, boy, we've been selling everything. Going, dang, we can't stop selling. And then sometimes things happen. Companies go out of business as prices go up. Prices change. Products are eliminated with new technology. Things happen, and you as a salesperson have to kind of like be able to be pliable, be a green person where you're green and growing. And if you're out there trying to sell stuff and you find yourself running into a brick wall, maybe something's not right and you just feel uncomfortable, or maybe you're brand new and you don't know really what to do, I would give you this one suggestion. Don't sell. Don't do it. Have a selling conversation. What does that mean? That means you need to be able to have a conversation where hopefully you're talking to someone who can either afford what you're trying to sell, a person who has the means and the wares to be able to afford it, and if they want it, okay? And if you have a lead system and so forth, it's really nice, because on occasion you may get one of those those leads that actually works. And I love leads, because at least it puts you in a vicinity where people may have touched something online, and it gives you the capability to talk to them. And if you catch them at the right time, it's a numbers game. You will have the opportunity maybe to give them your full presentation, okay? And it don't take much time, guys, because you got to knock it out of the park. Love the ones you're with when you have customers, because trying to find them sometimes can be kind of difficult. And a lot of people quit selling because things don't seem to always work out right. Or maybe at that particular time they were selling last week for months and they couldn't sell nothing. Or you're a brand new salesperson and you see all these other people selling stuff and you're hitting it once in a while. You're maybe getting a couple of good sales, 3 or 4 a week, and you're doing okay, but you're not where you want to be. And so you're thinking about giving up selling. Don't give up on selling. Stop selling. So what I mean by that is when you talk to a person, stop looking at them as though they are a dollar bill. For a long time, when I first got into sales, boy, I used to look at everybody as a dollar bill. But old Gary Lee had to learn that, people are people, and people, they buy from people they feel comfortable with. At least generally they do. You may get a slick willy once in a while who may take advantage of somebody, but that ain't being a real salesperson. And being a real salesperson means that you need to learn how to overcome objections. You need to learn the fundamentals of your products. You need to know the positives and the negatives, how they can benefit the customer. I'm just going to tell you guys, selling is not like, hey, you need to go ahead and get this. We got this. We're just pushing pressure. That ain't it. The key to success in this regard is stop selling. Just talk to people. Just have a conversation with them. Think about it like maybe they're your mom or dad or your friend. They're wanting to buy something if you're nice enough to be able to put it in a way where they can see themselves, hopefully with financing, or you can help them see themselves owning the product by painting pictures of the customer seeing themselves owning the merchandise. And see, you can be in any platform. You can be over the phone. You can be door to door. You can be business to business. You could be working in a shopping center. You can be working in a retail establishment. And this is important, guys. When customers see a salesperson who's maybe over the top. Now, I ain't saying over the top like old Gary Lee, because, I have a lot of fun, but I do know how to talk with people. When people come into my stores, I'll generally say, hey, so good to see you guys. Welcome. We're so glad that you took the time to come in. And they'll say, oh, I'm just looking. Well, that's okay. I know that. Most of our customers, they're looking for some help when they need it. And my simple job is, let me just show you this. What'd you come in here for today? What were you thinking about investing in? Or have you already been online and you've seen some things that at our stores that may be beneficial to you? This could be anywhere, guys. And then you look them in the eye and see what, and then you say, well, this is what we offer. We've got a sale, let's say furniture, for instance. We got a sale going on today, and you got 6 months, same as cash. So if you're a cash type person, we can go ahead and take that cash, or you can fund it and get it for 6 months and then pay it off within 6 months. And it's like, you're paying cash, but when it's easier for you, we just make it easier so you can go ahead and invest in that product. What's the selling and stop selling? Stop selling, man, because people feel pressured. They've got this back thing from when they were growing up. Mama said, don't sign no contract, so don't tell them you're going to sign a contract. Say, initial this document. I need for us to go forward to go ahead and autograph it right here. Selling means you're putting on a lot of oomph. You're maybe overselling. I've done that before. I've had the sale and then talked myself out of a sale because, see, what I didn't do was, once the person said, okay, I should have just transitioned and said, oh, wonderful, and then kept writing it up and then got off the subject and start talking about something else. Okay, the key to success in selling is you're not selling. You're having a selling conversation. You're finding out, first off, if they can afford it. You're also finding out if they can afford it. When do they need it? Why do they need it? You want to know all the basics and the fundamentals, so that way you can use their own words as ammunition to offer services and why they should go ahead and purchase it today. It ain't selling. Selling, I mean, I love selling. We are selling, okay? Maybe I should say it more like this. You need to stop overselling. If you have this thing called, it's salesman's breath, commission breath, that makes you look very weak as a salesperson because it looks like you're desperate. If you come across as a desperate salesperson, people are more inclined to go, I don't think so. I'll think about it. Maybe down the road, maybe I might get it. And see, what happens is you may have lost an easy opportunity. And a lot of times this happens because maybe we have a couple of days of not making any sales. Maybe we're doing really, really great this week, and then next week and the next week we have a slow week, and our confidence gets kind of messed up. I told you on this platform you would hear about things that we really go through as salesperson. we have issues. We just like everybody else. The only difference is we don't get a regular paycheck normally every week. We work on this magic thing called commission, and based on our performance, we get paid, and a lot of times we get paid pretty doggone good. Selling, stop selling. If you're not happy with what you're doing, it could be the career of the company or the product that you're selling. It could be, like I've said, I've worked with some companies that were in business for a long period of time, and I worked for them for a long time, but they went out of business. But see, old Gary Lee, because I'm a salesperson and I learned the fundamentals, I learned how to overcome objections, and I ain't perfect, guys, because I still lose sales sometimes, but I've gotten my confidence to a point where, if they have an inkling, or if they need something, if they want something that we can offer, I'm just going to come across as like, hey, listen, I'm not here to say anything. I'm here to give you some basic information, so that way you, as a person who's been looking at this, can make an informed decision. Okay, an informed decision is not selling. It is like, I keep saying don't sell, but we're salespeople, so we do sell. But we need to learn how to have a conversation where we can, activate all those things in a person, their desires, their wants, their needs. People, a lot of times they want stuff and they'll buy it, but they don't really need it. And then sometimes the stuff that they need, they won't buy it. So it's kind of strange, because it's like you have to hit people with their hot buttons. You got to hit them with good questions. You got to have great questions, guys. You got to look at your product. What's unique about my product that nobody else has? Even if you've got competitors, there's something different about your product. It can be so minuscule, but it makes a difference. So you should be able to sell it. I sell insurance and I sell real estate, and sometimes these products are very expensive. And customers, they go, oh, crap, well, I was just thinking about it. Maybe I can get it cheaper somewhere else. Well, if they haven't found the value. Here's the thing, guys. Until a customer sees and perceives the value in their future owning something, it's just like, you're just wasting time. Again, the key to success is you got to ask for the order. Talk to them, have a wonderful conversation, find out what it's going to do for their life, the products and services that we offer. How's it going to help them? If they buy a new car or truck, they're going to need oil changes. They're going to need maintenance done on it. They're going to need service work done on it. If you buy a tractor or car, any kind of product, you're going to have extended warranties, maintenance agreements, service agreements, and all these things that you can add on and make your sales even better. Again, selling, I still sell, but I don't sell. I talk. I have a conversation. I share information. I ask for the order. Especially if they have an inkling, they may have a will or a way or a perceived value. I can help them buy stuff. I can help them get stuff. And I don't like to pressure people anymore. Like I said, there's one thing I've learned is people sometimes will buy from you and then cancel the order the same day or that evening, only because you were too salesy, you were too pushy, you were pressuring them, and they didn't feel as though, maybe that was the best deal for them. Okay, and our topic for today is selling. If you're tired of selling, stop selling. Stop it. Just relax a little bit. Go back to your management. Talk to some mentors, some people who can talk to you about, your feelings, what you're dealing with. On this platform, that's what we do. We share feelings about really what's going on. Okay, give me a thumbs up, share my videos, guys, and please subscribe. I got 6 other channels also, guys, and a cool one that you might want to check out because I have all these voices in my head. Okay, it's a little bit weird, is to go, to my comedy radio with Gary Lee Stanley. Okay, check that out on YouTube, and there are other platforms like I'm starting to use because I'm starting to do what they call podcasts. I want to talk to more than just who I'm talking to. I'm writing a book. I've got all these things that I want to put out there to help people to be better salespeople, maybe help people to become a better communicator, help people who are not salespeople, maybe they've got issues with their lives, and they can listen to the videos and say, I could probably use that to help me in my own business, my own career, my own opportunities. And my name is Gary Lee Stanley. I am your sales guy. And today we've had a very simple conversation. If you're tired of selling, stop selling. Now, remember this one thing. We're always going to be called salespersons. But you know what? The ones that do really good, you can't even tell they're selling. All they're doing is relaying information, listening to the customers, taking their information and using it and helping them make an informed decision. So stop selling. Go out there and sell something. But if you ain't asking for the order, you ain't selling. And today we just had a wonderful conversation about if you're tired of selling, stop selling. Okay? I know it sounds weird, guys, but when you learn how to have the selling conversation, I ain't going to say you're going to sell everybody. You'll probably sell a whole lot more once you learn that people aren't a numbers game and you treat people with kindness, respect, ask for referrals, and if they don't buy none, don't be disrespectful, be kind and concerned, and don't get that salesman's breath where you're desperate. It shows, it really does. And my simple job today is say, you can do this, go out there and sell something, but don't forget to ask for the order. And remember, having a selling conversation means you're not selling anymore. All right, stop selling. It's okay.